Okay, all right. Well, Wes, we heard from Rhett Lashlee tonight, and not a lot of major newsy kind of stuff. We went over a lot of the depth chart kind of deal, and especially the wide receivers and running back. Some insight there. A lot of the second line guys in particular. We heard a little bit about a Tony Stevens, a Stanton Truitt, Myron Burton, and how they're kind of developing and coming along. So obviously we hear so much about Duke and Ricardo and Melvin, but we heard a little bit more about the second line guys today.
Yeah, there's a lot of young receivers on this team, and you know, Lashlee said he feels good about a lot of those guys. You know, as you mentioned, Tony Stevens is going to be one of those players who's expected to kind of step up and play a bigger role this year. He mentioned Marcus Davis. He's actually one of the older guys, and he's ready for an expanded role in this offense after kind of having a down year last year. And so, yeah, I mean, they feel good about the receivers. As far as the running backs, we asked him again, who's leading that race? He didn't really have an answer. He just said all four of them were going to play.
Don't think we're going to hear about a leader for quite a while until they prove it ultimately in game action. So you keep going to the same well, but yeah, I think we're not going to be getting to the same, you know, too much development there. But yeah, for the receivers, what Rhett did say was that they're catching it better the last couple of days than they have been probably all of fall camp and all of August at that point, which is certainly a positive sign. We continue to hear that Duke is with the second team, which again, not terribly surprising at this point. If you're going to hear Duke taking first team reps, it'll probably be sometime next week, if anything, and we may not even hear about it, quite honestly. But yeah, as receiver core as a whole, pretty much of the same. That Jeremy Johnson has delivered very well in a lot of those 2-minute situations, which we'll be looking into a little bit, and I'll be writing about in the coming days about Jeremy's, because Nick Marshall was such a clutch quarterback for this team for the last 2 years. How did the coaches kind of plan for it? Not to say that Jeremy can't do it. He's physically capable of a lot of things. He just hasn't shown in a game yet at Auburn yet. And what does that mean, and how do you go about projecting things? Because when they went out there, especially last year with Nick after 2013, everyone in the world had the confidence that the offense was going to deliver up until the A&M game. Well, is it the same right now with Jeremy? Or, you know, obviously he has to earn that a little bit, and what does that all mean? So we're going to be looking into that in the future. And we'll be hearing from Gus and a couple of players tomorrow. So plenty more in store on AL.com.